the big part of it is really reframing, and it was the word that you had used earlier. Is like, what
Mm-hmm.
is the evidence out there that contradicts my current negative belief, whatever that happens to be?
Mm-hmm.
And so, I'll give you an example. I was working for a company a long time ago where they brought me in to do stress management training because they were looking at, uh, they had announced that they were potentially going to outsource their entire IT department. And they gave people a 6 months heads up to say, hey, this is what we're thinking about. And, 95% chance you're going to have a job in your same office. Your paycheck may be signed by somebody different, but one of these, two things is going to happen. And then, a very small percentage of you may be, laid off, but we're giving you a heads up so you can go into the future eyes wide open and make whatever decision is best for you and your family. Now, you would think that, there's so few companies that are that open,
Mm-hmm.
that you would think that it would be well received. It was not. People immediately started circling the drain with their thinking, and started accusing the company of, well, they're not giving us the whole story and blah 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 blah. We did an entire workshop on reframing. The power of that. And so literally when I walked in, I said, let's make a list of all the evidence that the company is not being fair and honest and open. And we spent 20-30 minutes on that. I flip charted all of it. I said, okay, great. Anything else? No, we'd finally exhausted it. And I said, well, what's the evidence that they maybe do care about their employees? And it was quiet for a while, but I waited. And then people were like, well, you're here. They certainly didn't have to hire you. If they were looking to cut costs, they wouldn't have had that expense. And then
Mm-hmm.
gradually people started adding things to the mix. And we literally, through the course of an hour and a half, changed their entire inner dialogue about what was happening to them. Because they realized, I would ask them questions after a while, after we got rolling. And I'd say, who among you has a friend who was let go with no notice whatsoever and no more than 2 weeks severance? Every single hand in the room went up.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, what this company has given you is a gift. You may not like it, and you may, choose to put your head in the sand for the next 6 months, waiting for whatever decision they make. But that's a choice that you're making.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving you a chance to do something completely different. They're who among us gets 6 months notice to go look for another job and still get paid at the same time? If in
Yeah.
fact but they made it clear, we don't want you to do that because the odds are that 95% plus of you are still going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just the natural, and it feeds off each other. You get one person who's that cancer in the organization who's only happy if everyone around them is equally unhappy. And
Mm-hmm.
then it just spirals out of control.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a conscious choice.